Welcome to Big Boys College Football. I'm Gavin.
I'm Grant.
And we've got some great games that happened this past weekend. And we've got some really good games that are going to be happening this week. We're going to get all that action. We've got a competent top 25 list this week too.
What a rarity.
Yeah, it's very rare. First time it's happened this year. So yeah, we're going to get into all of that, starting with what happened in week 7.
We were on bye week last week. We didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But it was an incidental bye week.
Yeah.
So we're back, ready to go over. We'll have one more, maybe two more before the end of the season. But what do you want to start? Do you want to start with Ohio State, Illinois, or Pittsburgh, Florida State?
I guess Ohio State, Illinois is a little easier to go through just because it was about what we expected. Illinois is not a bad team, but they're just not in the level of obviously Indiana and Ohio State. I think they float more around the Oregon range, maybe. I'd like to see them play Oregon.
I agree. I think Illinois is probably a little bit better than Oregon at this point in the season. We'll have to see though.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State's not the best team in the country right now. I think either Miami or Indiana is. And I think this is present in this game against Illinois. How much did Indiana beat Illinois by? It was like 60-something.
It was like 60-something to 10. It was like, I think it was 53. I think it was 63 to 10.
And don't get me wrong, this is a good win that Ohio State had.
Is at Indiana or Illinois.
But it's not to the same level of Indiana beating the absolute shit out of Illinois.
The rivalry of Ohio State, Illinois continues to be one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
One day we'll have a 2006 or 7 year. But yeah, the next game is Pittsburgh, Florida State.
The hype train has left the station with Florida State.
Yeah, it's all over for that. Pitt looks like someone that could be a problem for Miami at the end of the season.
Yeah. I think Pitt's a good middle-of-the-road ACC team.
Yeah.
I don't think they're much more than that. I don't think they're much lower than that either.
The same with Florida State.
And I think Florida State's the same. Yeah, I think
just
this,
a middle-of-the-road ACC team.
Yeah, I think this could be Mike Norvell's last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because they changed everybody around Mike Norvell.
Yeah.
If you change everybody around Mike Norvell, you still don't win games. It's a Mike Norvell problem at that point.
Yeah.
He has all new coordinators, defensive and offensive.
Mm.
Something's not sticking.
But even if this year's bad, Florida State fans can kind of, resonate in this year that, hey, at least we beat Alabama. That'll be the banner they put up. We beat Alabama.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Next big game is Alabama-Mizzou.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but this is kind of what I expected.
Yeah. I thought Missouri would keep it close, but
it was close.
Yeah, and I wish Missouri would have won, but now Mizzou is on the uphill battle to get to the SEC championship like everyone else at this point, and Alabama is the obvious front runner as far as SEC play goes.
Yeah,
to get
for
to
sure. Well, Alabama, the team we're about to talk about next, right now are the front runners. But if you were to say, hey, who are you taking to Atlanta right now? I'd probably say Alabama and A&M at this point.
A&M's looked
pretty strong.
Which is,
so weird.
Yeah, finally, I guess. I don't know. That's probably the right word for it because, man, every year you get the hype train and just nothing happens. So finally something's going in your way. Hopefully it keeps going your way, Texas A&M, for your sake.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking about SEC teams in a contender, we had a little bit of a revenge of the Pac-12, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pac-12 came out and nearly stunned Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 24-21. This is a field goal game.
Mm-hmm.
In what world would you have expected Washington State to nearly beat Ole Miss? And this is one of those games where you'd think it would be a 20-point difference, realistically.
Yeah.
Not 3-point.
It's crazy. Well, in the words of Matt that does SEC roll call, hey, they were number one in their conference. They said they were the best Pac-12 team, and that's not true. Or that's true, but it's not hard to be the best when you've got one other team to go up against, and they're one of the
worst teams in college football. Yeah.
But they really did surprise some people this week, and
they could have a surprise in next week.
Yeah, hopefully Mississippi doesn't do good against my dogs. That's what I'm praying for. But Lane Kiffin's a good coach. I saw Lane Kiffin's little shot at Kirby about how he didn't burn any calories this weekend. All right, it's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, for sure. Indiana Oregon was actually closer than I was expecting. I was expecting Indiana to kind of walk away with this.
Oh yeah.
But still, a 10-point game
a lot
is
of
pretty
people
significant.
thought Oregon, because it was at Eugene, they were like, oh, Oregon was I wouldn't say they were like super heavy favorites, but they were the favorites by a good margin. So much so that I put money on Indiana, and I don't usually sports bet, but I saw that and I was like, no way, I think Indiana's a better team. I'm going to put some money on that. And thank you, Indiana, for covering the stock losses from Friday, and making this week look a little better.
Yeah, I had Indiana win this game big. I think, if I were to have taken a bet to a bank, that's probably what it would have been.
Yeah.
We had Colorado go and knock out Iowa State. Colorado been on a dry spell for a while.
Uh-huh.
So it's good to see them win one.
Feel good for Coach Prime. That's awesome.
Then talking about another upset that wasn't technically an upset, Oklahoma, Texas. Oklahoma should have not played John Mateer.
Yeah.
That was, when I rewatched that game, that was the message to me, is that Oklahoma should not have played John Mateer. He wasn't ready to play. He wasn't healthy. And they probably would have been better to not play him. I mean, 2 field goals the whole game is not acceptable. And I think part of that's John Mateer couldn't throw.
Yeah. And now Oklahoma right there with Missouri, Georgia, Vanderbilt, Texas now. Just one loss SEC team. Now it's going to be a claw for that first spot, because you still got 2 undefeateds with Ole Miss and Alabama. And yeah.
Alabama has an out-of-conference loss, but not a conference loss.
But as far as
undefeated for the conference.
Yeah. As far as that goes, you're hoping that, Ole Miss loses this weekend. You're hoping Alabama drops one somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We talk about the game that we were at.
Yeah, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech.
That
was a fun time.
Mm-hmm. Great time with some great people.
Yeah. About what we expected.
Yeah.
15-point game. I mean, could Georgia Tech have done a little bit better at the end of the game to maybe keep a field goal from happening? Sure.
Yeah.
Or to not allow that last touchdown.
Yeah.
Because that's what was it? Was it 2 field goals? It was that they went for 2 and then lost the 2.
Yeah. But they
probably could have kept out of
it. They came out
swinging.
swinging.
Still.
Yeah, they came out swinging, and that 2-point conversion caught everybody in Bobby Dodd off guard.
And hyped people up.
Yeah,
it gave good energy to the stadium.
It made them. It made it pretty cool in there.
Talking about another school with a fired head coach.
Yeah.
Penn State.
Man.
And what a surprise.
Yeah.
How far that team has fallen from grace.
2 weeks ago we're talking about Oregon barely squeaked it out. Penn State's probably still a playoff team, and whatever. And now our next show we're talking about James Franklin's not there anymore. Their quarterback's gone for the season, and now they've lost to the two worst teams in the Big Ten. Back to back. One of them was at home.
Did they play Purdue this year?
I don't think so, but they've still got Indiana and Ohio State.
I was going to say, it'll be sad if they're favored to lose against Purdue.
Yeah. Man, that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penn State, badass stadium,
Yeah.
ass team. But James Franklin, if I give you any advice for you, I heard Virginia Tech's looking for a coach, and they're all right losing every ranked game as long as you win all the conference ones, which would be mostly unranked. Go to BT. That would be hilarious.
That would probably be the move because I really don't know where he goes from this. Because
Auburn's not taking you. Florida's not taking you.
Florida might take him. I don't know. I could see Florida taking him because Florida, I think, is.
Florida's going to take Fran Brown.
They need to take.
They're going to take Fran Brown.
That would be awesome. I think that'd be better. Or what's his name from UNLV?
Yeah, he's
the
good.
guy that was there, Dan Mullen.
Bring
Jeff back
Braun.
Dan Mullen. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jeff Braun would be good over there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Penn State. Sorry, it was nice seeing you. Nice seeing you go.
So long.
Another fired coach team, Arkansas.
Arkansas almost knocking off Tennessee. Tennessee's got to stop with these close games, man. And they play Alabama this weekend. It's going to be
at Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, at Tuscaloosa. It's going to be rough.
Going to be rough indeed.
Which College Game Day's at the obvious one, Ole Miss, Georgia Tech.
Georgia.
But I saw a lot of
Georgia
people.
Tech.
I saw a lot of people complaining about it because they already had them for whatever, and they've had them like 6 times out of the last 5 years.
Were they at Tennessee for Tennessee, Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
So, yeah, I saw a lot of complaining by Big Ten guys, and it was.
Hey, you know what? All of us ACC guys probably could deserve to complain every once in a while.
But
we haven't yet. So
where else would they go this week? I understand I saw Utah, BYU. Why aren't you going there?
That would be hilarious. Imagine the tailgating at Utah, BYU. Man, my soda has 3 shots of sugar in it. How many does your soda have?
Dude, it'd be so. I don't know. You've got a top 10 matchup. That's why they didn't end up there. But
it would be plain white toast of a tailgate at BYU.
I was gonna make a Mormon joke, but I don't want to get canceled.
Dum dum dum
dum dum dum. Oh, there's a new episode of South Park tonight too, boys.
Florida A&M. I think this is the most points a team has scored on Florida, if I'm not mistaken, this season.
Yeah. Florida's defense has been great, and A&M's just really proven themselves as a dog.
It says something about A&M's offense for
A&M
sure. It
might be
surprising. Might be a top 3 team.
They're the strongest team in the SEC right now.
I'd agree with that.
I think. Yeah.
I'd agree with that for
Ole
sure.
Miss has been a little shaky this year, and their win against LSU doesn't look as good when
Never tight wins.
Kind of, And you have a tight one against Washington State. I think Notre Dame is gonna win out this rest of the season. And I think they're so deep and so talented that they could make a playoff.
NC State.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll make a playoff run because they always get playoff bids. Texas Tech beat the absolute snot out of Kansas. That was one that we called could be a potential for an upset, but Texas Tech has proven themselves once again.
Texas Tech is the best team in Big 12, and I think they deserve to be a little higher, probably.
Yeah, I could probably see the argument for that. I don't know. There's that top 25, that top 10 is really tight. Michigan goes and loses to USC. Once again, I think the Michigan hype isn't all there.
Yeah.
They lose pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's rough, but you still have the Ohio State game. You still stick it to them one more time.
Yeah. Clemson seems like they're bouncing back a little bit, beating the absolute socks off of Boston College. That was good to see.
Clemson's too talented to fail like that. They're not going to be like Florida State was last year.
Yeah.
They could definitely probably still make a bowl, but
yeah, I think so.
Just not being able to pick it up at the first part of the season.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Georgia had a scary start to a game with Auburn.
Yeah.
And then there was that fumble call, whether you agree with it or not.
Do you agree with it?
I don't know. It's so hard to tell.
I can't either.
But that wouldn't have swung the game in such a way. It would have made the game 17-20.
Yeah.
If you were able to get a touchdown.
But Auburn still gets, 50 yards in the second half.
Yeah.
And it was
45
15.
Is what I remember seeing.
Yeah, it was 15 before the last drive. Like that's unacceptable.
I mean,
that's why you lost the game, Auburn. It's not. You can blame officiating, and the officiating was horrible, but also you can't have zero offense production.
Especially with they took a receiver who was at Georgia Tech, Eric Singleton Jr. who was a powerhouse there. They were running him on jet sweeps and all sorts of trying to get him the ball as much as possible. And I respect Auburn for doing that, but the play calling just wasn't right.
Yeah.
The whole entire game, and the team gave up the second half because I think Hugh Freeze gave up the second half.
Yeah.
And I think Hugh Freeze is a terrible coach. I think he should have been fired last year. I think he should be fired this year. But man, there's going to be a lot of moving up positions. I really hope some of the teams I really enjoy watching, our coordinators don't get snatched and go to a team like Auburn.
Yeah.
But man, that was embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
LSU South Carolina was a little bit closer of a game than I thought it was going to be. LSU still can't get their defense or still can't get their offense moving.
Yeah. South Carolina just having a rough year. I
think they did last year too, right?
Last year they were pretty good, and they had a solid team last year, and they kept a lot of pieces, so that's why they were rated high, and that's why I had them rated pretty high at the beginning of the season. But
I mean, South Carolina's head coach could be checked out because he knows he's going to Virginia Tech.
There's a chance, yeah.
If
you have a crappy year at South Carolina and
they start looking for an exit for you.
Yeah. At first, I didn't think so. I was like, why would you leave there? But if you're not getting any production out of that team, might as well. Nothing hurts, especially if they're going to pay you. Yeah. Yeah.
Make the jump.
For sure.
I think the next big one is Arizona State losing to Utah.
Yeah. It's a big jump for Utah, big win for them. Now they're back in the top 25.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it for this past week. It was a pretty intense week. I had some good games. Nothing crazy except Penn State, I feel like. But and then some really close games that shouldn't have been close. Mm-hmm. But I don't think anything was like a crazy upset. Yeah. But this week there's a potential for that. I really do believe that. Starting out with on Friday.
Yeah.
Louisville, Miami.
Miami, it's going to be a good one. It was a good one last year. I'm looking forward to it. I think Miami's got it because Louisville's been kind of shaky this year. I think Miami's...
They've only lost one game, though.
Yeah, but I think Miami's the best... Saying they're the best team in the country is hard, but they're definitely...
Best of the ACC?
Yeah, they're best in the ACC, and they're no lower than the third best team in the nation right now.
I put them top 5 in the nation, but they're probably number 1. And they probably number 1, number 2.
Yeah.
I just until we get to later in the season, it's hard to tell with that top 5. Miami should win this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Louisville comes in, upsets them. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I could definitely see it. I don't think Miami drops one until they play either Pittsburgh or Virginia Tech. Every time we talk about Miami, I always say that. I'm like, they're gonna lose one at the end of the year. I've seen it before. I've seen going being the number 1 team going to Pittsburgh and losing to Kenny Pickett when he was there, just torching Miami.
Nice and cold.
I've seen it so many times. I saw it last year where they go play Syracuse. They're still in a playoff hunt. They're still going to the ACC championship.
And Syracuse is inside.
And it's inside.
There's no
inside.
excuse.
It's just a November Miami thing. We love to lose. We've been doing
Georgia
it since,
Tech.
Yeah, Georgia Tech.
They're lucky they're not playing Georgia Tech this year. I think Miami's got a little bit of a weak spot for Georgia Tech between the two of us.
And I think they'll probably have to face that weak spot in the ACC championship.
That's the hope. That's the hope for sure. LSU Vandy.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah. It's at Vandy.
Can LSU get their offense rolling?
Yeah, they're going to have to.
And then how much pressure can you put on Diego Pavia? Those are the 2 questions.
Oh, yeah. Because if Pavia starts hitting and your offense can't start hitting,
you're
screwed.
I'm taking Vandy in this one. I think Vandy's favored. I don't think LSU is a top 10 team in the country. I really don't. I think they should be below Georgia Tech and whoever's right above Georgia Tech. I don't remember what team it is. Give me Vandy to win that.
I've got Vandy in a close one as well.
Baylor TCU is a rivalry. We didn't talk about TCU, but they lost this past week. I think to Iowa State.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. Baylor's coming off, I think, a bye, so I'm going to pick Baylor for this one, for this rivalry game.
Yeah. Baylor's looked good this year. I'm going to go Baylor as well.
Georgia Tech Duke's another upset potential people are talking a lot about.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my Jackets. I can't pick against them, but this is about as scared going into a game as I've been all year since Clemson.
Oh, yeah. Just because they don't seem to look as good when they're playing away.
No,
this year.
for sure.
I think, but also Manny Diaz, you don't know what you're going to get from this Duke team.
Especially Duke coming off bye week.
Yeah.
That's always tough.
They got another week to scheme against Georgia Tech, and maybe we see an upset, but I still have Georgia Tech in this one.
Yeah. For another non-ranked game that's going to be pretty interesting to watch will be Michigan, Washington. I don't know how I butchered that. Both teams that had some pretty high expectations going in. Washington was complaining that they didn't have a rank being undefeated going in to play Ohio State. I think Washington's going off a bye as well.
And I still think they're a good team, and I think that they are on the brink of deserving a rank.
I agree.
So if they beat Michigan this week
I think
at the Big House, you give them a rank, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to pick Washington for this one.
Yeah, me too.
We'll do a little rapid fire through some of these. Oklahoma, South Carolina. I think if you're South Carolina, this is your one opportunity while Mateer's still kind of hurt.
Yeah.
I think if Oklahoma wants to win this game, they shouldn't play him.
Yeah. And
I really do believe that.
South Carolina's going to be loud. I don't care if it's noon. They're going to be sandstorming.
Yeah.
USC. They're going to be jumping. They always are.
Especially when it's a ranked opponent coming in, they want to knock off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be big. But yeah, it's a weird 12:45 kickoff's such an odd time. But it should be a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia, UCF. I'm taking UCF to win that game. West Virginia's looked weak all year. UCF's kind of up and coming. Not there yet, but up and coming.
I don't think they won this past week, though. I don't know. I'll go West Virginia to just counter you.
Now we get to the big boys.
Yeah.
Georgia,
Here
Ole
we
Miss.
go. Georgia, Ole Miss. Game days in Athens. It's going to be crazy. They're trying that stripe. Did you see that?
Yeah. I'm curious to see how it will look.
Georgia's always been good about getting their fans to be able to do something.
Not as good as Tennessee.
Yeah, not as good as nobody's better than Tennessee. You get a pattern going like that. That's crazy. But yeah, Georgia's been pretty good about it. We'll see. They're taking a very
What color uniforms?
If they wear black, that would be awesome.
They will never wear black again.
Awesome.
Kirby Smart said he'll never let them wear black again.
I don't know. Yeah, Kirby's always been a hater of the black jerseys, but wouldn't that be something? That might be the.
You want to know why? He lost to Georgia Tech in black.
When?
2016.
Was he the coach back then?
That was his
I
first.
thought that was Rick.
His first year he lost to Georgia Tech.
Oh, well, I was thinking, because the last time we wore black, we played Alabama, and we got
that too.
shit on.
That too.
And it was at home.
But they've got shit on a couple times wearing black.
Yeah.
Trying to come out all looking bad.
They
Also, you don't want to wear black at 3:30.
Oh yeah.
It's hotter than shit still.
I don't think they will, and
I think they'll probably wear white.
The only chance I think they have at a blackout game is that Texas game, because that game will probably be at 7:30, and I can see them
possibly
doing that. Just because it's a game that we're supposed to win, but we're also,
This year's been shaky. I'm gonna take Georgia win this one.
Yeah. Very close.
Very, very close.
Very close.
This will be a field goal game.
Yeah. Last year they got out coached and outplayed. I think there's a chance it happens again, but I also think that I like Georgia.
It depends on how pissed off Mississippi State comes after that near loss to Washington State. If Mississippi comes out rolling, they could walk Georgia.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Just don't lose in the second half of the game and you're good, because Georgia can't, against anybody, they can't figure it out.
Yeah. A&M's going to play Arkansas. Arkansas had a close game this past weekend with Tennessee. I think this could be another potential upset, but I have A&M taking care of business.
Yeah, I think A&M's on another tier compared to Tennessee, and they'll take care of business.
I don't really have anything to say about Ohio State, or Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin's terrible. I'll beat them for sure. Who was Indiana playing? Michigan State. Yeah, they should have that.
Texas Tech, Arizona State could be interesting.
Yeah, Arizona State. It's at Arizona State. Arizona State's one of them places that you got to go to, and it gets loud. And when they're not at home, it's
loud. It's hot. Yeah. It's rowdy.
It's 4 p.m., so that's 1 o'clock for them. It's midday. Oof. I don't care that it's almost November and it's middle of October. It's still hot.
Yeah.
And they're in there. Oh, man. It would be messed up for Arizona State to go, you know what? We're going to wear our white jerseys. And,
make Texas Tech wear black?
Uh-huh. Even their red is like a darker red.
Yeah, it's like crimson.
If I saw that,
that's what I would do though if I was Arizona State.
That new logo, that new logo I saw at Texas Tech, it looks terrible. Keep the old one, and I think the fans will make you keep that old one.
What? Just the TT? What's the new logo?
The new one's a TT, but it looks
weird,
terrible. It's like they tried to put Tennessee's logo but red, and it looks old and terrible.
Yeah, getting Texas Tech on this.
Yeah.
If one team was forced to wear black, they're probably losing now. Going down to the swamp.
Yeah.
Mississippi State, Florida.
I really don't know about that game, man.
That's pretty even keel. I think Mississippi State's probably the better team.
Yeah.
But Florida has been surprising recently.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go Mississippi State on this one, but could see this go either way.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go slight win for Florida, and I think their defense has a revive because their offense has been better.
Yeah. Washington State, Virginia. Virginia's the hot team in the ACC.
Yeah.
Washington State just nearly showed up. Ole Miss came to watch Saturday night at Virginia. I have Virginia taking care of business though. Not really concerned about this one.
Yeah, I think Washington State gave Ole Miss a little scare, but I think Virginia's better. I think Virginia's better than Washington State, and they'll take care of business, and it's just kind of a fluke that what happened last week.
This isn't a game I normally talk about, but Penn State, Iowa.
Yeah. Iowa's not looked good this year. And
defensively, they've looked great as always.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But I still have Iowa in this game.
I think so, too.
It's at Iowa.
It just depends on what this interim head coach can do. I don't know anything about him.
We'll see.
Could
Maybe
possible.
all you need is an interim head coach because that's what happened to
Sometimes
UCLA.
you get the bump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas playing Kentucky.
Yeah.
I think Texas wins
taking
this.
that. Yeah.
Not to say Kentucky
Poor Kentucky, man.
could fumble that.
Yeah,
They
Kentucky's
definitely could.
worst team in the SEC. They get ready for basketball season. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so sorry, man. That's rough. I hate to diss your team like that, but it's all good.
It's bad. USC Notre Dame. I'm taking Notre Dame for this easy.
Yeah, USC's looked pretty strong in their last two games. They lose to Michigan. Is that who they lost to?
They beat Michigan.
They beat Michigan. Who did they lose to? They lost to somebody. Illinois. Yeah, that's who it was. And they kept that close. But I still think, Notre Dame has been looking strong since the first.
Yeah, and now their quarterback's found his rhythm.
Yeah.
He's a freshman. He's starting to get.
Jeremiah Love, my Heisman dark horse, is looking great. Your Heisman dark horse is looking great. Your Heisman isn't.
Don't remind me, kid club.
Yeah. We just need some remembrance of it.
Oh, man, that's bad.
We all had Clemson high.
Tennessee, Alabama. I think Alabama comes in and beats Tennessee fairly easily. Being at Alabama. If this was at Tennessee, I think this would be a really close game.
Yeah. Tennessee's had too many close ones, and I think I could see Tennessee keeping it close though. I think them and Missouri are about the same.
Speaking about Mizzou, Auburn.
At Auburn?
I don't think playing in Auburn's an advantage.
No. I think I'm going to pick Mizzou in this one.
I'm picking Mizzou.
Yeah.
I'm picking Mizzou by 10.
Yeah. I think Auburn
is ass.
Just they're not even like terrible. They're just so unlucky, and also they're ass. Unlucky and ass is a killer combo.
The team called you freezes cancer.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't joke about that. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Not good though. Not good.
Not good. Yeah, I think Missouri wins this game.
Utah, BYU, Battle of the Mormons. BYU's undefeated for the season. I think they probably hold that through this. And
yeah. I like Utah.
put Utah out.
Oh, BYU?
I have BYU.
I like Utah in this. Utah seems like they found their rhythm, and now they're ranked. I think man, this really could go either way.
Yeah, for sure.
Battle of the Mormons. I'm looking forward to it. It's at 8. I'll be
Half awake.
yeah.
And then final game is Florida State Stanford.
At
Florida State
10:30, man.
at 10:30. Florida State, if you'll beat Stanford,
Yeah. Chop it up. Fire Mike immediately.
fire Mike. Fire Mike. I mean,
Immediately.
Stanford's a step above, maybe a Boston College or a UNC,
Yeah.
but not much above either of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout Mike Norvell up, feed him to the Gators,
Yeah.
and be done with it. I think we got a good weekend of college football.
Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Well, awesome. I think that's
Yep.
about it. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.